Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Today is Tuesday, June 17th. We are going to be doing another Army review video, and this time it's about a special regiment. And I know, I know that you saw the title of this video, and you're like, okay, what's so special about it? Well, we're going to see about that later on in the video. So, I have my package here that I received from yesterday afternoon. We are going to open it, see what's inside it, do the review, and give some little information and some details along the way. And then after that, stay tuned for some announcements. So let's go ahead and get into the unboxing and setup of these particular soldiers. Okay guys, so I have grabbed my trusty knife here. We're going to go ahead and open the package, like so. I don't know if you guys can really hear me in this video. I'm trying to speak up as loud as I can. I'm just soft-spoken, and I'm sorry that it's not helping. Okay, so this package is almost open. I'm gonna pull out what's inside the package here, because there's also some like little white cotton balls. Okay, so here we have the 69th Regiment Irish Brigade, or in Gaelic, Riamdar Druid or Osparian Ion. I don't think I pronounced that right, but it is Gaelic. This is what the set looks like itself. I mean, look at that detail. On the back here, it shows you what battles they have fought in, from Fredericksburg all the way to Bristow Station. But also they have fought in, let's see here, they fought in Fredericksburg, Chancellorsville, Yorktown, Fair Oaks, Gaines Hill, Allen's Farm, Savages Station, White Oak Ridge, Glendale, Malvern Hills, Antietam, Gettysburg, and Bristow Station. So basically, if I were to do a reenactment battle, let's say Gettysburg, Antietam, Fredericksburg, or Chancellorsville, I have some Irish soldiers to do those. So, without further ado, before I start talking my ear off, let's start breaking down the infantry and the soldiers, and give some little information and do some little information and research upon this particular regiment itself. So, without further ado, let's get into the tour/setup. Okay guys, so this is our Irish 69th Regiment soldiers. We have there's a lot of unique detail in the set. We have two cavalrymen back there with swords ready to charge. And I believe they are supposed to represent General George McClellan. Because McClellan, during the early years of the Civil War on the Union Army, was leading an Irish regiment, was leading our first Irish regiment during the Battle of First Manassas. We also got two different general poses that look similar. We have a bunch of cool looking positions, but some of them are basically mostly common from most Civil War sets. Like, for instance, this flagman usually would be a Confederate flagman in most Civil War sets, but this time he has an Irish flag, so there could be a possibility that these is a mix of Union and Southern Irish Regiment soldiers, which look pretty cool. We have a couple of these guys, which I don't know who this guy is supposed to represent. I don't know if he's supposed to represent like a priest or something, a commanding officer. I have no idea. I'm probably going to have to do some research. And here's another thing I bet some of you guys don't know. That there were Irish soldiers that fought in the Civil War. Because if you remember the scene of the Battle of Fredericksburg in First Manassas in the movie Gods and Generals, there's references of Irish soldiers on both sides fighting against each other, and that's based on true fact. There were some Irishmen that were enlisted into the United States Army during the time period to find a better way of life, since they were still struggling with the potato famine and trying to escape their homeland to live a better life. But some of them would ended up living in another bad situation where they ended up finding on the civil in the getting caught up in the Civil War. Some, of course, fighting for the South, which we all know what the South had, but there was also some that were fighting in the North. So there was always a mix, and they were mostly like I wouldn't say neutral because they both did kind of fight, but they were mostly kind of neutral in the war matter. They just wanted a better home, wanted the fight for a home, new home, fight for their privilege and honor and all that. But this is the Irish Regiment. Let's go ahead and break down the number of soldiers there are and how many positions of each figure has. Let's go ahead and do that.
I'm a native of the Isle, was born among old Erin's bogs when I was but a child. My father fought in '98 for liberty so dear. He fell upon old Vinegar Hill like an Irish volunteer. Then raise the harp of Erin, boys, the flag we all revere. We'll fight and fall beneath its folds like Irish volunteers. Then raise the harp of Erin, boys, the flag we all revere.
Okay, guys, so announcements are one. I want to thank you guys for taking the time to appreciate this video and presentation that I have came up with. I wanted to give you guys a little more history about the Irish Regiment. And to be honest with you, when I was growing up, I was into the Civil War. And to be honest, I thought the Civil War was just between the Northern Union and just the civilians within the Northern Union. But technically, there were also some Irish soldiers that were involved in the conflict, which I found out a little bit later, which is a cool and interesting fact that no one else knew about. I wanted to bring light to that subject. I wanted to give some information and some details about this video and about this video in particular. I hope you also enjoyed the soundtrack that I have also played along throughout this video. This is the soundtrack are basically a couple of songs. I hope I don't get copyrighted, but these are songs from a singer by the name of David Kincaid. He's an Irish songwriter who writes songs about the Civil War for both Union and Confederate Irish soldiers that have fought and died. I don't know if these were real songs or just songs that he basically kind of constructed in memory for these men who have fought and died during the Civil War. But regardless, I figured it would be appropriate for this type of video and to pay respects to the fellow Irishmen that have fought and died in battle. As for the American Revolutionary War British Regular Army Tour, that's coming up on Wednesday, so basically tomorrow. Be sure you stay tuned for that. And then after that, I'll give you guys more updates on what I'm going to be doing. I'm back to doing a game. It's called Vampire, or Vampire. It's basically Vampire. It's if any of you are heard of it, I'm doing a game series about that soon, so be sure to be looking out for that. I'm going to play that game for a while, and until I start to do more content reviews and stuff, or think of more content to do with Armin related stuff. But I'm going to be back on gaming, and I hope you guys enjoy. I appreciate you guys supporting my channel, watching my videos and everything. I hope you really enjoyed this one. I want you guys to at least share these videos with some of your friends, family, co-workers, or somebody who's a history buff like me and is into history and war and stuff like that, or even horror. I mean, I'm just a big multiculturalist. Anyone who's multicultural, you're welcome to come and join the channel. Or if you're just single culture, or you're only interested for like your entertainment, that's okay. You can come and join us or join my channel. I would like to reach to 700 subscribers by the end of this year. That's my goal, is to reach 700 subscribers. I know I mentioned that in my last video, but I really want to reach 700 subscribers. And I'm trying to do different ways for me to try and keep you guys entertained so I can reach 700 subscribers. And if you at least share your videos with your friends and coworkers or somebody to gain more views and gain more subscriptions, that would really help. So help me help you kind of situation. That's pretty much it. I want to say thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share my videos with your friends, coworkers, and anybody else who's interested. And they are welcome to my channel. And without further ado, peace.
And fall beneath its folds like Irish volunteers.